Deep in East Africa, nestled in the Great Rift Valley, is a lake unlike any other. This is Lake Natron, a place that defies the norms of what we expect from a body of water. Lake Natron, spread across the dry lands of northern Tanzania, is a place of stark beauty and harsh extremes. Its landscape is both mesmerizing and intimidating, drawing in those who seek the extraordinary. The land around the lake is a mix of volcanic hills and huge, shimmering salt flats. These geological features create a surreal environment that feels almost otherworldly. This is a place where life barely hangs on, where only the toughest can survive. The sparse vegetation and desolate landscape tell a story of resilience and adaptation. Its waters, instead of the usual blues and greens, shimmer with a strange red. This unusual hue is both captivating and eerie, a testament to the lake's unique conditions. This crimson color, caused by the lake's special chemistry and the tiny life it supports, hints at the extreme conditions hidden beneath the surface. The microorganisms thriving here are specially adapted to survive in such a hostile environment. Temperatures can get incredibly hot, the sun beating down on the salt-covered shores. The heat is relentless, adding another layer of challenge to this already extreme habitat. With an alkalinity that can reach a pH of 10.5, higher than household ammonia, Lake Natron is deadly to many creatures that get too close. The water's high pH levels make it a dangerous place for most forms of life. Yet even here, life finds a way. Flamingos, for instance, have adapted to these harsh conditions, using the lake as a breeding ground. It reminds us that beauty and danger can exist together, often mixed in surprising ways. Lake Natron stands as a powerful example of nature's ability to thrive in the most unexpected places. The secret to Lake Natron's strange look and its deadly nature is its unique chemical makeup. Fed by hot springs and rivers carrying dissolved minerals from the nearby volcanoes, the lake is a mix of sodium carbonate and other salts. As water evaporates under the hot African sun, these salts become concentrated, creating a harsh environment. The water becomes hypersaline, meaning it has more salt than seawater. This extreme saltiness helps preserve animal remains, turning them into strange stone-like statues. The high temperatures, often over 140 degrees Fahrenheit, make things even harsher, but as we'll see, life is tough, and even here some creatures not only survive but thrive. The mix of high alkalinity, saltiness and temperature creates a delicate balance. These organisms in turn contribute to the lake's unique color and are important to its ecosystem. Lake Natron shows us the power of adaptation and the amazing diversity of life on Earth. Lake Natron's harsh waters create a scary but fascinating sight. Animals, mostly birds and bats, that get too close to the surface often die, their bodies preserved by the lake's special chemistry. Over time, the high alkalinity and salt turn these remains into ghostly statues. The process starts as soon as an animal dies in or near the lake. The high alkalinity breaks down soft tissues while the salt pulls out moisture. As the water evaporates, it leaves a crust of salt on the animal, slowly turning it into a hard shell. These creatures, frozen in their last moments, look eerily lifelike. Birds caught mid-flight, wings outstretched, remind us of the lake's deadly nature. By studying these remains, scientists can learn about the area's biodiversity and how it has changed over time. These statues remind us of the delicate balance between life and death in nature. Even though it's harsh, Lake Natron is full of life. This seemingly inhospitable environment is teeming with a unique ecosystem that has adapted to its extreme conditions. It's a crucial breeding ground for one of the most beautiful birds in the world, the lesser flamingo. These birds rely on the lake's mineral-rich waters to sustain their life cycle. These elegant birds, with their pink feathers and long necks, thrive in the environment that's deadly to others. Their vibrant color comes from the algae they consume, which is abundant in the lake. Every year, millions of lesser flamingos come to Lake Natron, turning the empty landscape into a colorful and noisy spectacle. The sight of these birds in such large numbers is truly breathtaking. The lake's dangerous waters, deadly to many predators, provide a safe place for flamingos to raise their young. The high salinity and alkalinity of the water deter most threats. Their legs and feet are covered in tough scales that protect them from the harsh water. This adaptation allows them to wade through the lake without harm. They also have a special gland that lets them get rid of extra salt from the algae they eat. This gland is crucial for their survival in such a saline environment. Seeing millions of flamingos on the lake, their pink feathers against the red water, shows how resilient life can be. It's a powerful reminder of nature's ability to adapt and thrive. Lake Natron's role as a flamingo breeding ground is very important. Without this sanctuary, the lesser flamingo population would face significant challenges. Protecting it isn't just about saving a beautiful place, it's about saving a species. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure that this unique habitat remains a haven for flamingos for generations to come. The Maasai people, who have lived near Lake Natron for centuries, have a deep connection with this mysterious lake. Their lives are tied to nature, their culture full of stories and beliefs passed down through generations. For the Maasai, Lake Natron is a place of respect and caution. They admire its beauty and know it's a source of salt and other resources, but they also know its dangers, the stories of the stone animals reminding them of its harsh nature. Even with the dangers, the Maasai have learned to live with this environment. Their relationship with Lake Natron shows the importance of traditional ecological knowledge. Their stories and practices teach us about the lake's history and why it's important to live sustainably. Even though it's remote, Lake Natron faces modern threats. Industrial development and climate change threaten this unique ecosystem. One big threat is the plan to mine soda ash from the lake. Soda ash is a valuable chemical, but getting it from Lake Natron could be devastating. Mining would require taking water from the lake, possibly disrupting the delicate balance that supports life. Climate change is another challenge. Changing rainfall and rising temperatures could change water levels and saltiness, further disrupting the ecosystem. This could be devastating for the flamingos that breed there. Protecting Lake Natron requires a multi-pronged approach. The future of the lake, its ecosystem, and the cultural heritage it represents is at risk. Lake Natron reminds us of the delicate balance in nature, a balance that is both fragile and awe-inspiring. It's a place of extremes where beauty and danger exist together, where life survives against the odds. The lake's high alkalinity and temperatures create a harsh environment, yet it is teeming with life. It shows the power of adaptation, the resilience of life, and how everything is connected. The flamingos, for instance, have adapted to thrive in these conditions, turning the lake into a sanctuary. The lake's unique chemistry, created over millions of years, has made an environment that both gives and takes life. The red waters, rich in minerals, are a testament to the lake's ancient origins. It's a place where life and death are intertwined, where death feeds life, and where even harsh conditions create incredible beauty. The salt-encrusted carcasses of flamingos are a stark reminder of this cycle. The lesser flamingos, with their pink feathers against the stark landscape, represent this balance. Their vibrant color contrasts with the lake's harsh environment, symbolizing resilience. They thrive in an environment hostile to most, their survival linked to the health of this ecosystem. The salt islands provide a safe haven for nesting, away from predators. Lake Natron isn't just a remote place, it's a small example of the challenges facing our planet. Its vibrant colors and unique ecosystem are a microcosm of the Earth's biodiversity. The threats from industry and climate change remind us that everything is connected and that we need to protect our planet. The encroachment of industrial activities and the effects of global warming pose significant risks. The choices we make today will decide if future generations can see the wonders of this extraordinary place. It is our responsibility to ensure that the delicate balance of Lake Natron and places like it is preserved for the future.